Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's 20 to 9 on this lovely November morning. What's the temperature? Let's have a look. 10 degrees. Balmy. Snow is on its way. But later on in November, 22 degrees and snow. That's interesting. It's been a long time since I've recorded, actually. I've been really busy with other things. So, recap. We had bought the land and cut the grass. They have been wrapped into bales. I've done that off camera. Some interesting things have popped up in the sale, so we spent some money, which means we've got about 20 grand of debt that we need to clear off. But we bought, not this Volvo BM, we already had that. This trailer came up for just over 15 grand, plus 9 grand for a dolly, but on this, I've managed to fit 2 lots of logging contracts, and as yet it hasn't crashed, which is brilliant. Contracts, where are you? There you go. So we're going to pretty much have enough to clear this loan off there. Then there's loads to get ourselves on with, so let's go and drop these off. I thought I'd let you experience this drive with me, as there's every chance it could go wrong, so if it's going to go on, we may as well do it live, haven't we? Now this tractor did struggle a little bit at pulling the trailer when it was empty, so I've not got the biggest amount of confidence here. I mean, the tyres on the dolly are definitely bowing quite a bit, and we're about to pick up speed. As the dog goes tearing around the place. Only downside with this is I had to drive the wheel loader separate. Which way? That doesn't look clever, but then neither am I. Should be fine. Eyes out for any collectibles. What we're going to do today on this episode is possibly roll this trailer. I'm going to clear the debt off, and there is 3 collectibles that we're going to pick up that I've spotted whilst I've been out and about doing jobs. Oops. Come on. Go on, Volvo. And it's not the quickest. Let's get it out on the table. It's not the quickest, but it's what, 140 something horsepower. A truck unit, which we will get at some point. is going to be about 500, so now we're driving over a collectible, but we're going to come back and get that in the new toy. Because it's a mod, I think it fits the map, and I'm hoping it'll work. Yeah, we're flying now. Now, chatting to the boys up at the mine. Excuse me, I'm a terribly dry throat. And there's a lot of iron ore going to waste, so I think with the money that we get from these collectibles, we'll invest it in the mine. Not the mine, sort of in the mine. In the smelting plant, so we'll have that commissioned off. Spoke to the builders and seen the plans. It's rather a big building, but we've got that big bit of land. It'll go near the train tracks. I mean, fetching and carrying the iron might not be the easiest of jobs, because it's a fair old distance. It's downhill from the mine, so it's not too bad. Been having a lot of problems with game crashes recently. I'm not sure if it's to do with the amount of adapters I'm using for the hydraulic breaker. So that'll put me hazards on. No hazards on the trailer. Interesting. So I think we might have to look at maybe getting a skid steer loader. It'll probably help us for pallets and things as well when we get to that point. I think I'm going to plough this bit of land here up as well at some point, this bit that we've got. And we'll plant something in there. We may as well have some sort of arable farming on the go while we're here. Anything on the top of there? A lot of solar panels on that. You can buy this. I wonder how much it generates. I think it generates money. Have a quick look. Let's have a quick butcher's. I think we've got time. Maybe the quicker you... It's not that, is it? Oh, what are these? Platinum expansion bulk halls. I didn't see any buildings on the part of the AGI pack. Platinum expansion. That gets you nearly $3,000 a month. It's 395k though. Oh yeah. And not as much money. Photovoltaics. But there's already one on the map, so it only... So there's only one slot. I won't get carried away with that, because that's going to be a long way away. There's got to be a collectible somewhere around this area, I think. It's where I would put one. £44 for your trouble. Right. Yeah. No more log transporting. Disappointing. Loan. We're debt free again. And we've got enough money for lunch. Right. We'll drop this off back on where our main... I think our main farm is going to be the other parcel of land that we purchased. I was hoping to plough up a piece of that field and put cover crop in, but I've left some grass bales there as well, purposely in case we get animals, in case we get sheep basically. But on here somewhere, at some point, we'll have silos, a home, animals, greenhouses, make it into like a little farm on the edge of the town centre. I think we can just chuck this behind my mountain of silage, all very neatly sorted out. I think you'll agree. Ages before they'll be ready. That's not a problem. Let's just before we head to the store, oh lovely. Big pile of giant marshmallows. Right, I'll take a walk now. So we won't quite have enough for the smelting plant just yet, I think. Reach a bit high. Would be quite nice to maybe have a house overlooking this pond. I don't think we can get that close to it though. Got to be something over there asking for it, isn't it? But as much as I would like the sawmill, we haven't got enough trees to keep it going, so we'd need land as well as the sawmill. These two are dead, mate. Yep. Oh, I've ruined it then, didn't I? Might as well shoot back to it. This is what we've got. Lizard. Ford. Tractor. Front attachment capabilities. Weight. Flotation tyres. Slightly less horsepower than the Volvo, but front attachers on it. So liquid crystal display on there. Basic but functional. I've got a radio, heaters, which, you know, winter's coming. Everything you need in there really to keep you going. Sounds pretty nice. I'll put extra lights. Is there an interior light? Oh yeah, great for working in the dark. Right, where should we go first? Let us start with can just about see out my wing mirrors, which is great. $90 miles an hour, so it's not beating the Volvo, but it's, I mean, it's great for nighttime work. It'd be great for what we're going to be needing for. Doesn't seem to be doing that problem that I've had with the sticking. Good sound on it. Alright, bandstand. Over by the tent. Lunch is on me. Now we need to go to the... I was considering having a loan to pay for... I'll probably say back the way we came. I was considering getting a loan to pay for the iron smelter. That's going to create us money, make use of the iron ore. We've got all the ways of transporting it. We can see if they need it at the dockyard or roller coaster, and should help generate us some money, especially with winter coming. Nice little swing on the seat. I do quite like these flotation tyres. Oh, actually I should probably take off that because it can be quite annoying. Now I can't remember if I put Hauer or Quick front loader attachers on. I suppose we don't need them just yet. And that'll probably be about best part of 10k anyway. But at least we can use. They'll come in quite handy. I think. There we go in that way. Why are these bridges not available to put down ourselves? We can access our patch of land. Nearly 34 hours of graft on it, so it's seen a fair bit of action, as the paint job would suggest. What's this guy doing? What make of chainsaw is that? That's the best way up. A little bit of parkour even, parquet's flooring. Squirrel. I've got stuck now, haven't I? And the next one, I think straight up. So yeah, whereas the sawmill's not exactly going to make as much money, we can put wood into the, what are the production facility have we got? The bed knobs and broomsticks shop. Is it furniture? So we can just stick any bits of timber that we get into there. We'll probably look to get in the sawmill next. Maybe. I have been known to change my mind. It's the first time I've seen somebody overtake. Normally just sit at the back of me, papping the horn. That's where we're heading. And what's the size of these redwoods? that's a possibility of a cheeky little spot to hide a wooden sculpture. Or not. Perfectly possible that there's not. So this ended up costing about 30k. I suppose it's pretty much par toe to toe for the Volvo. But with the addition of front loader. So we could always chop in the front loader. Just checking. Just checking. We'll take a walk up here. What are we doing for time? And breathe in the scenery when we get to the top. Nice to breathe in that fresh air, that fresh mountain air. I quite liked how the cloud moved over the rock face then. Adds a slight extra edge of immersion. Now obviously whenever I've seen one of these I've climbed all the way to the top to see if there's anything on the top of it. And I don't need to because I don't think I've found anything up there yet. And the wolf. Lovely stuff. I ought to walk down, I suppose, for the map is suggesting I'm standing on water. Oh. A spring. I'll walk down. Try and keep it fairly realistic. Not another path down, is there? Quite interesting how this, on nearly all of these lookout points, these watchtowers, there's a very flat piece of land. Not that you'd build a furnace up there, because getting the lorry up and down would be terrible. Speaking of which, the sales. Nope, nope. And a cedar for 40 grand. It needs 300 horsepower, that's bad, but I don't think. I suppose we got. I don't think we'd ever need anything of that sort of calibre, but there is the potential on those, on the land that we've bought, to put some pretty big fields in. Although we're going to need a lot of buildings as well. And yes, I did go to the top of that and not find anything. Right. Next job. Let's I don't think I've ever drove through that bit, so I probably have, but just in case. We'll head back towards the farmland. We're going to need to do a bit of planning as to where we place these buildings and what sort of layout we do with the farm as we put it in. What's that on the left? Oh, it's a barbecue. Excitement over. That was a good cut through, actually. This is an interesting patch of land because it's incredibly flat, no grass. Asking for just down the road from the mine, it's almost asking for you to stick a £300,000. No, you do get a lot of. We're not in the market for that, but you do get plenty for your money. But then I suppose where do you it's like saying it's nearer to the furnace to put it, but then where are you selling it? I imagine Elm Creek's your main sell, and the boat, so you're near the train station if we put it down where we are. There's nothing necessarily to stop us getting a big sized trailer, and I can just fill it up overnight with as much iron ore as I can eat. Once it's in there processing, it's in there processing. That's technically making us product to sell. Plus there's a forklift over at that sawmill that we can use. So I think the iron ore we will put it's 180. Oh, I've got some work to do. That looks massive. Which, to be fair, you would expect. Well, I think that would fit in and around here a lot better. This can become this section down here next to the train tracks. It's not, you don't want it near a road really, but we can have a path coming down to it. So we'll put it sort of like that. I mean, we could just take a loan and do it now, but it's not going to work well here. This has got too nice a backdrop around it with the trees and that. You want a bit of farmland out here and animals and that there, don't you really? Oop. And as if by magic, the game crashed on me. So that's look at it recorded up until that point. So I'm going to have to go back and do everything over the last hour again. So on that note, I'll say thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please drop us a like. Your head's getting crushed there, mate. Are you with sows? With children? If you've enjoyed the video, please drop us a like. If you've got any comments, please feel free to drop some comments. If you haven't subscribed and want to stay up to date with new videos as and when they come out, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. I've woke all the pigs up really early, haven't I? Right. Go and do that all over again.